Stop. You haven't subscribed to the channel yet? Subscribe now. We have new stories every day. Now, let's go. When success divides, my name is Michael. I'm 33 years old, and my wife, Emily, is 30. We met in college at the University of California, Berkeley. It was in a crowded lecture hall that our eyes first met. She was sitting 2 rows ahead, her wavy brown hair cascading over her shoulders. After class, I mustered the courage to approach her. "Hey, I'm Michael," I said, trying to sound casual. She turned and smiled. "Hi, I'm Emily." From that moment, we were inseparable. We didn't have much money, but we had each other. We shared everything, from late-night study sessions fueled by instant noodles to dreams about our future together. After graduation, we decided to get married. We rented a modest apartment in San Francisco and started saving for a place of our own. Both of us worked hard. Emily took a job at a pharmaceutical company, and I began my career as a software engineer. We scrimped and saved, and after a few years, we could afford a lovely condo. Soon after, our beautiful daughter, Lily, was born. When Lily was old enough for preschool, Emily returned to work. Her dedication and talent didn't go unnoticed. She was promoted rapidly, eventually becoming a director at her firm. She managed a network of pharmacies across California. Emily transformed into a businesswoman, often traveling for work. I adjusted my schedule to take care of Lily, juggling my job and parenting duties. With Emily's success, we could afford a better car and even upgraded to a larger house in Palo Alto. But as her career soared, our relationship began to change. She became more distant, often irritable with me for reasons I couldn't understand. I suspected the pressures of her job were taking a toll, but I tried to be supportive. One evening, as I was tucking Lily into bed, she asked, "Daddy, when is Mommy coming home?" "She'll be back on Friday, sweetheart," I replied, kissing her forehead. "Why is she always gone?" she whispered. "Mommy has important work to do, but she loves you very much," I assured her. "I miss her," Lily said softly. "Me too," I admitted, feeling a pang in my chest. As time went on, whispers started reaching me from mutual friends and acquaintances. "Hey, Mike," my friend Daniel mentioned casually over coffee one day. "Is everything okay with Emily? I've heard some rumors." "Rumors?" I asked, raising an eyebrow. "What kind of rumors?" He hesitated. "Look, I don't want to meddle, but people are saying she's been spending a lot of time with some wealthy guy. They seem pretty close." I chuckled nervously. "Emily's job requires her to meet lots of clients and executives. It's probably nothing." "Yeah, you're probably right," Daniel agreed, but his eyes betrayed doubt. I brushed it off, refusing to believe that Emily could be unfaithful. But the seed of doubt had been planted. One night, after having a few drinks to calm my nerves, I waited up for Emily to return from yet another business trip. She walked in around midnight, looking exhausted yet impeccably dressed. "You're still up?" she asked, surprised. "Couldn't sleep," I replied, trying to keep my voice steady. "I'd wait for you." She sighed, dropping her bag by the door. "It's been a long day, Mike. Can we talk tomorrow?" "I think we need to talk now," I insisted. She looked at me, a hint of irritation flashing in her eyes. "What's so urgent?" I took a deep breath. "I've been hearing things. People are saying you're spending a lot of time with some man." She laughed, but it sounded forced. "Oh, come on. You know how people gossip." "Emily, are you seeing someone else?" I blurted out. Her expression hardened. "That's ridiculous. I don't have time for this." "Don't walk away," I said, grabbing her arm gently. "Just tell me the truth." She pulled her arm away. "You're drunk, Mike. Go to bed." "I'm not that drunk," I retorted. "Answer the question." She stared at me for a moment before shaking her head. "This is exactly why I didn't want to come home tonight." "What does that mean?" "You're always doubting me, questioning me. It's exhausting," she snapped. "I'm doubting you because you're never here. Our daughter misses you. I miss you. I have responsibilities, Mike. Not that you would understand." "I don't understand. I'm working full-time and taking care of Lily while you're off who knows where." She rolled her eyes. "Please, spare me the martyr act." "Is there someone else?" I asked again, more quietly this time. She hesitated, and for a moment, I saw a flicker of guilt in her eyes. Then it was gone. No, she said firmly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to bed. I watched her walk up the stairs, feeling more alone than ever. Over the next few weeks, the distance between us grew. We barely spoke, and when we did, it was terse and filled with tension. I decided to talk to one of her colleagues, Sarah, hoping to find some answers. Hey, Sarah, I greeted her after bumping into her at a cafe near their office. Mind if I join you? Mike. Of course, she said, smiling warmly. We chatted casually for a bit before I broached the subject. Listen, I wanted to ask you something about Emily. She looked a bit uneasy. Sure. What about? Has she been? Okay lately. At home, she seems distant. Sarah sighed. I don't want to get involved in personal matters. Please, Sarah, I'm just trying to understand what's going on. She glanced around before leaning in. I've seen her spending a lot of time with Robert Morgan. Robert Morgan? The CEO of that biotech company? She nodded. They've been attending a lot of meetings together, traveling. Is it business related? Mostly, but she trailed off. But what? There are rumors that it's more than business, she admitted reluctantly. I felt a knot form in my stomach. Thank you for telling me. Mike, I'm sorry. I thought you knew. I forced a smile. It's better that I know now. That night, I waited for Emily to come home. She arrived late as usual. We need to talk, I said as she entered. Not this again, she groaned. Yes, this again. Are you having an affair with Robert Morgan? She froze, her keys slipping from her fingers onto the hardwood floor. Where did you hear that? So it's true. She sighed, picking up her keys. It's complicated. Complicated? You're my wife, Emily? How could you do this? Mike, you don't understand. Robert can offer me opportunities that you can't. Opportunities? Is this about money? It's about a better life for me and for Lily. I stared at her in disbelief. We have a good life. We have a beautiful daughter, a nice home. What more do you need? She looked away. I've outgrown this life. Outgrown? What does that even mean? It means I want more than this. Mediocrity. Mediocrity, I repeated, feeling a surge of anger. Is that what you think of me? Of our family? You're content to stay where you are, but I have ambitions. I'm working hard to support our family while you're off with another man. Don't make this about the affair, she snapped. This is about us wanting different things. You made it about the affair the moment you cheated. She rubbed her temples. I don't want to fight. Then tell me the truth. Do you love him? She hesitated. I don't know. I felt like the wind had been knocked out of me. What do you mean you don't know? Robert understands me. He shares my vision. And I don't? She met my eyes. No, Mike, you don't. A heavy silence settled between us. So, what now? I asked quietly. I think it's best if we separate. I laughed bitterly. Just like that, after everything we've been through? It's for the best. What about Lily? Have you thought about how this will affect her? She'll adjust, and Robert can provide her with opportunities we can't. Stop talking about him like he's some savior. You're being unreasonable. No, I'm being a husband who's just found out his wife has been cheating on him for a year. She looked at me with a mixture of pity and frustration. I'm sorry you feel that way. Don't patronize me, I snapped. She picked up her bag. I'm staying in a hotel tonight. We can discuss the details later. Emily, don't walk away. Goodbye, Mike, she said softly before closing the door behind her. I stood there, the silence of the house pressing in on me. The divorce proceedings were swift and cold. Emily moved in with Robert, and I was granted full custody of Lily. She seemed content with the arrangement, visiting Lily sporadically. One afternoon, as I was helping Lily with her homework, she asked, Daddy, why doesn't Mommy live with us anymore? I paused, choosing my words carefully. Mommy has a new job that keeps her very busy. Doesn't she like us? Of course she does, sweetheart. She loves you very much. Then why doesn't she come home? I sighed. Sometimes grown-ups make decisions that are hard to understand. Will she ever come back? I forced a smile. I don't know Lily, but I'll always be here for you. She hugged me tightly. I love you, Daddy. I love you too, Pumpkin. Months passed, and life settled into a new normal. One day, while picking up Lily from school, I ran into Emily. She looked different, tired, perhaps. "Mike," she greeted me. "Emily," I replied curtly. "How have you been?" "Fine. You?" She shrugged. "I've been better." "Is everything okay?" She hesitated. "Robert and we're not together anymore." "I see." She looked at me, her eyes searching. "I made a mistake." I said nothing. "Can we talk? Maybe over coffee?" I considered it for a moment. "I don't think that's a good idea." "Please, Mike, for old time's sake." I sighed. "Fine. One coffee." We sat in a small cafe near Lily's school. "I wanted to apologize," she began. "I hurt you, and I regret it." "Why now?" I asked. "Because I realized that what I was chasing wasn't real. Robert turned out to be not who I thought he was." "That's unfortunate." She reached across the table, but I pulled my hand away. "I miss our family," she said softly. "You made your choice, Emily." "I know. And it was the wrong one." I looked at her, the pain of betrayal still fresh. "You broke us." "I want to make it right." "It's not that simple." "Can we at least try? For Lily's sake." I shook my head. "Lily deserves stability. I won't risk her getting hurt again." She wiped a tear from her eye. "I understand." We sat in silence for a moment before I stood up. "I have to go." "Mike." "Goodbye, Emily." Psychologist opinion. The story of Michael and Emily highlights the complexities that can arise when partners grow and evolve in different directions. Emily's rapid career advancement led to changes in her values and aspirations, which she failed to communicate effectively to Michael. The lack of open communication created a rift that widened over time. Infidelity often stems from unmet needs within a relationship. Emily sought validation and excitement outside her marriage instead of addressing her dissatisfaction directly. This avoidance ultimately led to the breakdown of the marriage. Michael, on the other hand, sensed changes but didn't initiate a deeper conversation until it was too late. Open, honest dialogue is crucial in maintaining a healthy relationship, especially when significant life changes occur. The impact on their daughter, Lily, is also significant. Children are sensitive to parental conflict and can experience emotional distress when a family breaks apart. It's important for parents to prioritize the child's well-being, providing reassurance and stability. For couples facing similar challenges, seeking the assistance of a couples therapist can be beneficial. It provides a safe space to explore feelings, expectations, and to develop strategies for reconnection, or, if necessary, a respectful separation. Conclusion. In the end, Michael focused on rebuilding his life and providing a nurturing environment for Lily. Emily faced the consequences of her choices, recognizing too late the value of what she had lost. While forgiveness might be possible over time, trust, once broken, is difficult to restore. Their story serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of communication, mutual respect, and the dangers of taking a partner for granted.